I'm doing yoga, I'm riding my bike. Body doesn't need this muscle mass, so I'm coming down in muscle mass, which I think a lot of bodybuilders are uncomfortable with, especially if you're Mr. Olympia, right? you know, you're epitomizing bodybuilding. You're 6 times Mr. Olympia. Surely you're supposed to look like this big all your life, but I thought,
and other people would expect that as
well. And a lot of people would expect that, and I could easily feel very pressured into keep doing that, because will people still like me?
Yeah.
Will people still accept me? Will people still want to buy my products? Will still, you know, there's all that I think goes through people's mind. But I did it. I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I've talked to people about it, and I've shared it. And actually, it was my wife. I was doing yoga, and my instructor took a picture of me doing the splits. I was able to do the splits, right? So it looked pretty impressive. Well, I thought, nobody's going to be interested in that. You know, I'll just keep it to myself. People just want to see me, old videos of me lifting weights and everything. And then I got a message from a friend of mine. Bloody hell, mate, I didn't know you could do the splits. I was like, I can, but how the fuck do you know? He's like, oh, it's on Instagram. So I had a bit of a word with my wife. I was like, why did you put that on Instagram? I don't want that on there. And she's like, relax, look at your comments. And I've looked, and people are loving it. So I think not that it should be super important to me, but people did accept it. They were interested, and a lot of people got in touch with me, guys in their 40s and 50s that have been doing weights for years, and they got pains and they got this, and they've started doing yoga and they've started meditating, and they're grateful that I put it out there that I was doing it. So, I mean,
made it seem as though it was kind of masculine. You know, men can do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we got bodybuilders going to yoga now. Yeah, I go to a class on the weekends, and when I went, it was just me and a load of girls. Now there's a few guys coming from the gym because they see that I'm doing it, and so they get curious, and somehow maybe it's more acceptable now because I did it already. And I think it's very beneficial for people, especially as you're getting older.
Yeah.
I'm sure the young Dorian wouldn't have listened because he's like, how's that going to give me bigger legs or something? I don't need it. But for general health, all these practices are great, and I think that's what you need to be more concerned with when you're getting older, rather than projecting some image to the outside world that is not beneficial to yourself.
Yeah.